Hey there, this is the Orlando Squadcast. It is your one-stop shop for all the latest news, history, and updates from the City Beautiful.
Hey, checkers.
Ooh. Yeah. The city is so huge, so there's a lot going on.
So tips, secrets, happenings, anything that's new that's happening, you're going to be hearing it here first.
Hey guys, welcome back as we explore the vibrant culture, people, and places that make Orlando so beautiful. Get ready to be in the know and stay in the know with the Orlando Squadcast. I am one of your hosts, Mr. Mark Rawmaker. I don't know why I say Mr. before I say that. It's just, I don't know
Very
why
official.
Yeah, it is. But no, I'm not alone. To my right is to my left, we've already been conversating, is the beautiful, the talented, the coiffed, great shoes, Rob Stack. Hi, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Mark. Thanks for having me again.
You always thank us.
I do. I don't know why. How you been, man?
I've been good. Things are good.
Good.
I'm feeling pretty pumped right now.
Yeah,
I'm
me
pretty
too.
Pumped. I'm pumped about this episode.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm pumped about a lot of things.
Yeah.
We're not alone. We've got another person here, and he's my dear friend, Jonathan Spiegel. Hi,
Hey,
Johnny.
it's me, a little old me, showing up for worky. But today's a joy.
It is a
Thank
joy.
you for the introduction, Rob. And thank you, everyone, so much for listening. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you to all of our listeners. If this is your first time listening, we love you. You're our favorite listener. If you haven't yet, make sure that you like and subscribe and follow us on all those platforms. We're also on YouTube doing the video thing as well.
Yeah, this is a video right now.
This is a video.
I'm looking at the camera.
So if you go like this, you can look at all the cameras.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching.
Yeah.
But like, subscribe. That way you can be in the know and you can be, getting to know everything that's here in the Orlando area. And we're going to be releasing new content every Wednesday, so make sure that you check out for that. So, so just wanted to say hello, and I love you guys.
Yeah, we have an awesome episode. This is a big one.
This is a huge one.
big
I'm mainly excited because it's our first athlete.
Mark is
It's our first athlete.
juiced.
We have Chris Johnson on the episode today.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
CJ2K.
CJ.
Do you know why they nicknamed him that? Do you know why they nicknamed him that?
No, why did they?
Because only 8 NFL players have, at the time, only 5 NFL players have rushed for 2,000 yards or more. So during that season, the NFL Network was tracking him.
Wow.
So they nicknamed him like it was like a watch.
2K.
2,000 yards.
2,000
So he got 2,006 yards. So we're going to talk to him about all of it. Like
Yeah.
growing up, he's from Orlando. That's why he's on the show.
Yep.
Grew up in Orlando, playing high school football here. He wasn't a touted prospect.
No.
He
learned
got
that.
one D1.
Yeah, it was so interesting to learn his path to the NFL.
So he's and he also owns a business here. So we're gonna talk to him about that. But I'm
That's
really
awesome.
excited. But yeah, but first, you want to hear what I had going on?
First
lately?
of all, Mark, what has been going on with you lately?
Yeah, what have you done lately?
Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, there's something cool. Is it cool if I talk a little work, a little
You
shop?
can talk a little shop.
Real estate.
Talk
So
about
those
shop.
of you, those are new listeners. We run a real estate team, the Home Squad. They're one of our sponsors, the Orlando Home Squad. But we sell real estate. So a little while ago, I had the opportunity to show a neighborhood called Golden Oak.
You got to go show a Golden Oak home.
Golden Oak.
I
That
showed
coveted Golden Oak.
Do you know it? Have you been in there before?
I have never been
No,
in
it's
there.
like
I've
the
driven
pearly
past
gates.
it several
like
times.
you can't get in unless
Yeah.
you have like 27 appointments with a buyer who's like legitimately
Qualified. ready.
wealthy.
Yeah.
and qualified. Have you been in there, Johnny?
I've I've driven by them.
Oh, it's awesome.
And
I
So,
dreamed
like,
of it.
I've dreamed
too.
of it, yeah.
The houses are all. I mean, first of all, I think the rep told me 80% of the homes were purchased by cash,
Jeez.
and
80%?
the average price point it can go anywhere from like 2.5 to 20 or 30 million. Yeah,
Wow.
and all the houses are. It's on Disney property.
And there's only a limited number of houses too, right?
Correct.
Right.
There's like 2 little neighborhoods in there, and all the homes are personally like created like Disney-esque. So there's
Yeah.
little like murals on the wall.
There's hidden Mickeys, right?
everywhere, and the owner gets to help design it. Now, obviously, a resale, you don't get that opportunity, but the new owners
Right.
all help design what it was in there. They also have like a full, like their club and and they have a fitness center with Peloton bikes. But then for all the holidays, they hire like Disney people to come in. So, for instance, on Cinco de Mayo, they have the Epcot band, the mariachi band, come in.
What?
Yeah,
Stop
like
it. So
they
they
just get to
bring
go. Yeah,
the
'cause it's on
parks to
property.
you.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
Wow,
and then
that's cool.
and then as a homeowner, you get to. I think your immediate family all get season passes.
Right.
Which I guess if you're spending $3 million,
Do you know
on a
the
home,
perks? Like,
yeah.
what are like some of the perks of living
Yeah, they.
in Golden
It's a
Oaks?
shuttle service to your door to the park.
Yeah.
Like to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
I
You
heard
can
they
just go-
stock your fridge sometimes if you need them to. Like,
I didn't hear that, but that sounds cool. Maybe that's a private thing. I don't know, but we looked at 3 or 4 houses, and
That's
it's
awesome.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
Like it's such a cool. I think that's any Disney fan's goal is
That's
to be
like
like,
big
I want to
leagues,
live in
yeah.
Golden Oaks.
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
the big leagues.
Yeah, but I could talk about that for a while. But I'm not going to.
What about any tennis courts, basketball courts?
Yeah, they have all that
They
stuff.
have all that
All that
stuff.
stuff.
All that stuff is there.
It's all there.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it's
Very
super cool.
interesting.
It's cool. So if you get a chance to show it,
That's a cool thing, Mark.
go take a look at it.
That's really neat.
Yeah,
I'll probably just watch videos about it. I
Sure,
don't know if
yeah.
I'll-
you can.
I don't
Maybe
know
we'll
if
do
I
a
will.
video. We should do a video. Hey, Golden Oak, thanks for sponsoring.
Hey,
the
Golden Oak,
Oak,
thank you
thanks
so much for our
sponsoring.
sponsorship for this
Yes.
week's episode. Golden Oak, we really appreciate you.
Hey, do you
and-
guys want to do some O-Town Throwdown?
That's just
I think
Motown.
it's time
Oh,
to throw down the O-Town.
Well, I'll start since I'm already talking a lot.
All right.
lay it on us,
I'm
dude.
going to start with local yokel. So coming up this weekend is actually Father's Day.
Oh,
So happy Father's Day to you, too.
Happy Father's Day to
Oh,
you
we're
guys.
all fathers. That's
so,
right.
so I'm sure all our significant others are like, oh no, what should I get them?
Yeah,
Well, there's a cool thing
take notes.
There's a cool thing happening in Orlando. It's not an event. It's open all the time, but this would be a good Father's Day gift. It's called the Beer Spa. You ever heard of it? You ever heard of
No.
it?
Stop it.
Yeah.
Is it
I'm gonna-
everything that I'm thinking of
I'm gonna
and dreaming of?
I'm gonna give you the brief description. Attention, beer enthusiasts! If you're looking for a fun and distinctive local spot to unwind, we've got just the little place for you. My Beer Spa in Orlando combines relaxation with your favorite beverage, offering an experience you won't find anywhere else. This one-of-a-kind spa provides private rooms, each featuring a thermal tub for their signature beer treatment. To make your visit even more enjoyable, each room is also equipped with an infrared sauna, a cozy hay lounge, and a private bathroom, and your very own beer tap. They've got news. Yeah, it's for all the fans. Complimentary self-serve beer is included in your reservation. So if in the mood for a truly unique experience, head to My Beer Spa in Orlando. My Beer Spa. Doesn't that you just sit in a tub of beer?
That's insane.
That's fun, right?
I want to do it.
What?
I want to do it.
In fact, when you go to the website, there's no like information on it. They just say book your reservation. And you can go, like
just
we can
book
go,
it.
the three of us can go and just sit in the beer and be like, you can drink if you, it's
Stop
probably
it.
gross if you drink from your own
Yeah.
stuff.
Can you drink from your own bathtub?
You will. I probably won't. I'll
Well,
probably
I
go to
mean,
the tap.
I usually go to the bathroom in my own bathtub, so I'm definitely not going to drink after it.
Oh my god.
That sounds great.
That does sound.
I don't know.
sounds
I
so
mean,
good.
they wouldn't
This-
open if it wasn't safe.
Well, you bathe in beer.
Beer.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's
You submerge yourself.
you
in beer.
submerge yourself in beer.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
okay, wow, that's
I know.
just
I haven't
kind of
done it, so
blowing
I
my
need to go
mind.
do it. I was researching on like cool things to do in Orlando.
Yeah.
For Father's Day, and I was like, this would be. You
I
can
mean,
buy
that
gift
truly
cards.
is unique. And then
Couples
you
go.
can
A lot of
unique.
couples go, but it's more like. I
Can
don't
you
know.
get in the same tub with your partner of choice?
That's a specific question.
know what I mean?
I would think no.
Like this beer is extra frothy.
I feel
So
like-
what beer would you soak in if you had to pick a beer?
Well, no pun intended, but probably Heineken if I'm going to be naked. I give me some good old Heine. You know what I mean?
I probably. I don't know. Maybe a.
Or it depends on how
maybe an IPA.
Depends
An
on how I'm
IPA?
looking in the mirror.
Something
I
a
might
little
go with
murky?
a little Bush Light.
If you can do like Natty Light.
Oh yeah, we could do a lot of puns on this
yeah,
too.
we could.
I think I would do High Life. All the bubbles.
Oh, there's a lot of bubbles.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
This
like
would
your
probably
own
feel
hot
good.
tub.
Yeah, I
immediately.
think so.
Yeah, I want to do a cold beer bath and call it Rolling Rocks.
Be like, I don't remember this being a stout.
The old glass Latrobe.
Rolling right. So anyway, looks like that's what we're doing on Father's Day.
Yeah, I
weekend.
think
All right,
so.
I'm down.
I can't
Hope
wait.
they have gift cards.
But my wife would be like, "I thought I said no beer." I said, "Babe, I'm just bathing."
You could
in
do
it. I'm not
the you
drinking
could do
none."
the zero alcohol, the Heineken zero alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'll do Heine
Heine
Zero.
Zero.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
cool.
Does this come in O'Doul's?
I'll take an O'Doul's bathtub, please. Yeah, that's what's happening. What's going on
awesome.
with the parks? You got
So what's going on with the parks?
Park narc, park narc, park
Speaking
narc.
of something you should never do at the same time, drink and use the phone.
Ooh,
So I have a phone little I have another phone little thing for you from Universal Studios, okay?
what is it?
There are 3 phones in Universal Studios Orlando that you can interact with throughout the property.
What?
Like payphones?
Payphones, rotary phones, dial-up phones, 3 different ones. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
This is exciting.
This
I
is a
know.
good tip.
Yeah, for sure. And why do all our things kind of go together? You know, drunk dialing and
No, this one doesn't go together.
no, you should never drunk dial.
Nope.
Anyways, if you've had too many butter beers, okay, outside of Diagon Alley for Universal Studios, Just outside of Diagon Alley, there is a phone booth, the old style telephone,
yeah.
the red thing. That actually it's a great photo opportunity. But if you go in there and you dial the numbers that correspond to the word magic, you'll actually get a message from the ministry.
Get out of here.
No way.
Yeah, for sure. Very unknown. A very unknown.
I didn't know.
Fact.
Now
Yeah.
millions of our listeners are going to be
They're
super
gonna know
pumped
that.
up.
Yeah, you're welcome. Second of all, there's another one over in Springfield, which is also still in Simpsons area, Universal Studios, just past on the back side of the ride, and by Cletus's Kitchen Shack.
Yep.
There's another phone that always rings, and if you happen to be there whenever the phone is ringing, just pick it up and say hello, and then maybe you'll hear somebody say a little special message to you.
Get out of here.
All right. Now the third one is going to be over at Islands of Adventure.
Okay, IOA.
Okay. And I know this is gonna blow your mind because this is one of your favorite rides. And I don't know if you've ever seen the phone. It's in front of the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. I've never seen it.
It's literally right there on the road. It's the phone. It's just a phone on the road. It's a red phone. And you put it on there, and if you hear it ring, pick it up. And it's from everybody's favorite famous Spider-Man hating head writer and head guy of J. Jonah Jameson, I believe his name is. And he talks to you for a little while on that phone as well.
That's so cool.
So there's
Nobody
three-
knows about. Well, I'm sure.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, 3 little interactive telephones around
So Harry
Wizarding
Potter.
World outside of Diagon
Simpsons.
Alley, Simpsons, and Springfield, and then also in front of Amazing Spider-Man at Marvel Superhero Island.
Cool.
I had no idea.
I can't wait.
This is
Comment
why I love
below.
the Park Narc, because I know really nothing about the parks
No,
for
yeah, you
my
don't.
many years of living here, but I always learn something new with
It's
you.
fun. That's
So,
a fun one.
Wouldn't it be cool if they
Let
like
us
put
know
in
in the
other
comments or anything. If you,
put in the
if you've done-
comments where you'd like to have another telephone.
Mhm.
or
another-
what
no.
they say, because you're not telling us that. So now
No,
we're
I'm not
gonna
going
do
to
it.
tell you.
No.
You got to figure that out for yourself.
That's super
That's
cool.
a good one. That's
well,
a good
thank
one.
you. Good tip.
You're welcome. I love you guys.
Rob,
Should I take it over?
Yeah.
Should we do a little progress report?
Yeah, progress.
Okay. All right, guys. This one's pretty big, and this
Ooh.
is one I'm excited about.
Yeah,
Because
bring
even
it.
though I'm not a sports guy, I do like baseball. And the Orlando Dreamers seek $975 million in resort tax revenue for the proposed MLB stadium coming to Orlando.
I heard about this.
You heard about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
They want to
MLB
bring
and
MLB
the ORL?
to Orlando. Yes, they want to use this tax money. Let's say Orlando Magic co-founder Pat Williams is seeking $975 million in Orange County tourist development tax revenue to build a $1.7 billion professional baseball stadium. This is the latest chapter in Williams' pitch to make the Orlando Dreamers, his envisioned Orlando area Major League Baseball team, a reality in the coming years as the league considers expansion.
So I've researched this.
Okay, I figured you would know some more.
I do
about
know
this.
some more. So he said in the next 30 years, it will bring $40 billion of revenue to Orlando.
Wow.
$40 billion.
Yeah.
Right?
I guarantee
So
you this
the
is part of the
renderings,
2050.
the renderings just came out, and it's a glass dome. It's between
Shut up.
iDrive and Aquatica. It's a glass dome that's also not just the field. It's a whole like area, like a walkway, like a
Well, we're not going to be
massive-
like
it's
ants
35
underneath a
acres.
microscope, are
It's
we?
35 acres.
35 acres.
Yeah,
Holy
on iDrive.
cow.
It's going to be hot as hell underneath
what's
that.
I didn't even know the
glass
space
thing?
existed out
But what's
there.
really cool about it is that there's so many people on this board. Pat Williams is a co-owner.
Yeah.
And they call it the Dreamers just because it's not the name of the team.
Right.
They're just calling it that.
Yeah.
But like Johnny Damon.
What?
There's a bunch of athletes on there that's like current athlete. Brooke Lopez from the Milwaukee Bucks. Like all these people are on the board and they have like legitimate. They're like, bring it here. Like,
Yeah.
so they're either going to do expansion or they're thinking about pulling the Rays over.
Yeah.
They want to maybe pull the Rays over, which I think
Ooh,
would be.
that would be huge if
I
they
think it'd
pulled
be
the
cool.
Rays.
Pull the Rays over, change the name.
But they're pulling from the. I didn't know this either. The tourist tax fund.
The tax fund, yeah.
So
Which is
they're-
used to
Interesting.
build.
They made so I looked it up too. They made so much money on just tourists, like millions and millions.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it doesn't even impact the locals,
Right.
Which is what's great.
Yeah, that's
Isn't
crazy.
that cool?
Yeah.
But yeah, they want to bring MLB. I think it'd be. I for sure think
Listen,
it's progress.
the people are here. We have the population now.
Yep.
We have the size. We've got the density. We've got the space.
He
so
said-
it just makes sense to do
he
it.
said in his interview that it's the biggest market without a Major League Baseball team
I
in
agree.
the United
Yeah.
States.
So there's untapped potential here.
Yeah,
I'm-
'cause
I'm
think
so
about it.
excited for
You
that.
think
Not just
about
the
other
tourists.
Major
And-
League Baseball games in big cities like that. You know, you're talking about like you go to Chicago, it's like, let's go catch a Cubs game, or you're in
Yeah.
St. Louis
Correct.
Cardinal. You know,
Yeah.
like let's go catch a Phillies game, like that kind of stuff. It's like you almost have a choice as an option for something to do, or you can plan it around that.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a cool.
Well, and the Magic, I love going to Magic games, but it's downtown. It's a little harder to get to for people at Disney, Universal. Like if they put this thing on iDrive,
With
that's
35
the
acres.
middle of Orlando, right
Yeah.
by the airport.
Plenty of space. And I know usually once they bring a baseball team, a football team is not too
Ooh,
far.
that'd be fun.
And
That'd
if
be
you've
fun.
got the stadium, then that's it.
That'd be fun.
You just need the facilities. After
so the
that.
only thing that I'm worried about is like that glass dome top, like.
Well, I don't think it'll be like single pane glass.
Well, I don't want to be fried like a bunch of ants under there.
I feel like they
but
would.
also like the humidity here, like
It's going to cost
They have
$1.7 billion. I don't think they're going to
overlook.
Like,
Be like, oh, we
"Ooh, it's
didn't
so hot
think
in
about
here.
glass."
Oh, that guy died from the burn.
you know,
from
we're
being
not
burnt.
SoFi. We're we need to like
A giant ant
Would you go to a
magnifying
game?
glass?
Oh heck yes.
Would you go to
dude.
multiple games in a year?
Yeah, for sure.
Would you?
I would.
If
buy
if
season
we had a
passes if
baseball
I
team
could.
here,
I
yeah,
would too.
100%.
I'd go all the
I
time.
would go
Yeah.
all the time.
I would go all the
love
time.
baseball.
I do too.
I go to multiple soccer games a year. and-
Look it up. Look up after we're done with this.
Yeah.
Look up the video, the pictures. The renderings are so cool.
Oh, awesome.
If you're listening to this, just Google. It's on their Instagram.
Yeah, I'm super pumped about this.
Yeah.
I hope it
Progress?
happens.
No progress.
Zero progress.
Zero progress.
No,
for
one.
the city.
Yeah, that's progress
1,000.
for sure.
1,000.
They
Anything
just got to get a
qualifies, this is
good
it.
glass company.
Speaking
That's
of
all I'm
sports,
worried about. Yeah.
Should we talk to our NFL superstar who holds the
Ooh.
record for yards from scrimmage in the NFL still
yeah.
to this day?
What a great
Talk
segue.
about
Let's do it.
breaking records and breaking glass.
Let's hit it.
All right.
All right, today we have a very special guest joining us. Born and raised in Orlando, he's a hometown hero who made it big in the NFL before returning to our community. Chris Johnson, known for his lightning fast speed on the field, broke records and earned the nickname CJ2K during his impressive football career after a decade of smashing expectations, winning the 2009 Offensive Player of the Year award and becoming a Pro Bowl selection in each of his first 3 years in the league. Chris retired from the NFL in 2018. That's not all. This talented athlete now turned his focus to a different kind of passion, coffee. Chris is the proud owner of Just Love Coffee Cafe in Claremont, Florida. This unique cafe located on Highway 50 offers a blend of modern, fast casual dining and a specialty coffee shop experience. We're thrilled to have Chris Johnson join us today to discuss his transition from the NFL stardom to becoming a successful entrepreneur, as well as the inspiration and dedication behind Just Love Coffee Cafe. So without further ado, let's give a warm welcome to Chris Johnson.
What's up? What's up?
Welcome,
What's up,
man.
Chris?
Welcome.
Man, glad to be here.
We also have Mr. Paul Massey as a guest. What's up,
Yeah.
man? What's up?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, so he's here.
happy
So
to
real
be
quick, he's one of our sponsors. Paul is he's the sponsor of the show, which is super cool. So how do you guys, before we start, how do you guys know each other?
So we met, I think it was about a year and a half, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, Chris. And we had connected with a local real estate agent, Janine, and she wanted to do some things for the community. And we just kind of ran into each other. And Janine is hilarious. And I hope she gets to hear this because she doesn't actually know anything about sports either.
That's awesome.
So anytime that she meets someone, she's like, have you ever heard of this guy? His name's Chris Johnson. I think he played baseball. And I was like, no, he definitely did not
there was
play
not
baseball.
baseball.
Maybe he could have played baseball. So yeah, it was just hilarious. So that's how we all connected.
All right.
And then Chris and I connected because they do so much for charity in the community.
Yeah.
And we've been really trying to connect with like-minded people locally. So it was a perfect match.
Awesome. Well, you're here to help us with the hosting situation, which is you're our first guest host. So welcome.
All right.
Yeah, you're the
Wow.
guest co-host,
I
Paul.
love it, man.
So this is gonna be fun. All right, let's start off. When you were playing, so you grew up here. Where'd you grow up? And tell us a little bit about that
So
part
I
of it.
grew up here in Orlando, on the west side, Mercy Drive. I grew up over there. I ended up going to Olympia High School. That's where I played high school football.
Yeah.
Ended up getting where I played football, I ran track. Ended up getting a scholarship to East Carolina. It's up in North Carolina, up in Greenville.
Yep.
Whatever.
So was there a point, because like you were an NFL superstar. What point did you think that every kid's like, I want to play in the NFL, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or the NBA? Was there a moment that you were like, oh, this might happen?
Was it whenever you bench pressed your coach? whenever you're like, oh, I'm gonna stay playing, you know?
Like, it was always a dream. Like, it was always a dream. And like, it's crazy that I say that now because now I have kids, and when we was coming up, it was a dream to be a professional athlete, but I don't feel like it's a dream. Like, it's just all about staying focused. If that's something that you want to do, it actually can happen.
Yeah.
It's actually easier than people think it is.
Did it come pretty like high school football? Was that just easy?
No, I ain't gonna say no.
You know what I mean, though. But yeah.
It wasn't easy. You still got to put in the work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, whatever you doing, no matter what it is, if you put in the work, if you do what you're supposed to do, yes, it's going to be easy.
Yeah.
But like, you ain't just going to roll out of bed.
No,
and
right.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
Not
operating
easy.
200 yards.
It's all about goal
No, no,
setting, mindset,
Yeah.
things like that. So where did you pick that up from? Because that's not something that comes naturally to people.
Man, I think just how I grew up, man, like not wanting to grow up like that or not wanting my kids to grow up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like being able to keep a roof over their head, being able to get them things on Christmas, being able to do for them, make them well off. So that was kind of like my mindset, and that was my goal, and that would help me like keep a chip on my shoulder.
What about any brothers or sisters? Did you have any brothers or sisters growing up?
Yeah, I'm actually the youngest. I got 3 older brothers.
Oh, really?
Nice.
I got
So
3
there-
older
that's a
brothers.
lot of motivation right there to kind of
Yeah,
push you in
seriously.
a direction of
Yeah,
positive.
you know, getting beat up by the
Yeah,
I think the
for
little
sure.
brother's always like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. I was the
100%.
youngest as well.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest here still, and I'm still getting picked on by you.
They play
idiots.
sports too?
Yeah, well, my 2 oldest brother played sports, and it's crazy because when my oldest brother was playing sports, playing football, I always wanted to play football, but my mama, she wouldn't let me.
Really?
She was scared for me to get hurt. So I actually didn't.
You were the baby.
My first year of tackle football was 7th grade.
No
Oh, wow.
way.
Yeah, so eventually she finally let me play. So you know what I'm saying? I started playing in 7th grade or
You
whatever.
tease her
But-
now? Like what you just did?
Not really, but it
You're
was
like, "Mama."
crazy. It was crazy though because like I know I got a real hard work ethic, but like the time when she wasn't letting me play, so my older brother was playing, right?
Yeah.
So he used to be training, working out, and doing all that stuff, and I used to do all of that with him.
Like in 5th grade,
Even
6th
and
grade.
then when it's time for football season to
Gotcha.
come around, he playing football season, I can't play, but I still did all the
did all the
workouts
work,
with him,
yeah.
like
Got it.
like
your
I was
brothers
finna
instilled it
get-
into your workout.
That's
so-
where that chip started.
Yeah, so
You're
I
like,
was working
"Gotta
out
get
with him
there."
like I was getting ready for the season, and then it come around, I can't play because she ain't let me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and eventually she let me play.
You
so,
said you
yeah.
ran track. Did you do field? Did you run, or did you do any shot put? Did you discus?
No, I
Like,
did a little bit of long jump,
a little bit of long jump. Awesome.
jump and sprints.
All right, cool.
You still hold record? I feel like you probably hold records, right? at
Well,
Olympia?
yeah, Olympia. I hold all the sprint records.
All
at
of them,
Olympia, Yeah,
You have a bunch of records, dude. It's crazy.
yeah.
I was like, "Did you do field?" And he was like, "No, dude, I
No,
ran.
dude. No. Like,
I'm not chucking rocks. I'm breaking
Yeah.
records."
breaking records.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
So overall, like growing up in Orlando is obviously a pretty good experience. For the
yeah,
most part,
definitely a
right?
good experience. All my family here.
They still here.
Yeah, still here. Like I grew up here, but like after high school, I was gone for so long. Like after high school, I was in college for 4 years.
Mhm.
Then I was in the NFL for 10 years, so I was gone for like 14 years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to
So-
get back to that. But
Yeah.
so for those, he got drafted in the first round, right?
Right.
Yep.
What was that overall like? I've never talked to somebody who got drafted in the first round of the NFL.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
what was that like? Like,
You're there with your whole crew, everybody there with
Yeah.
your
Where were
family.
you?
Like,
Yeah.
where were you at?
Yeah, I was here in Orlando.
You were?
I was here in Orlando because back then in the draft, like only the people
top
that get
5
invited
people.
to New
Yeah.
York is like top 5.
Yeah.
Now, if you a potential
Oh.
first round pick, you get to go, and it's better that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I was here at the house or whatever. But that's something that like I always wanted, even through like high school, college. I always wanted to be a first round pick. And
Did you know what was going to happen that day? Like, how'd that all go down?
I had a idea.
You
I
did?
had an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Is
had
that
an
stressful
idea.
going up to, because the draft just happened? Was that stressful going into that situation and talking to teams and
Not really.
pretty fun?
No, it's a fun experience.
Fun experience.
It's a fun
Oh my
experience.
gosh.
And you
how
knew
neat.
Tennessee was going to be your team?
I had an idea, either them or Dallas. I honestly thought Dallas was gonna take me. I was mad that they didn't take me.
Did they pick before?
Yeah, they
Tennessee?
picked 21. They picked 21. I went pick 24.
Gotcha.
But it was kind of a crazy situation because so the backstory is so my running back coach at Tennessee, he actually played running back at East Carolina.
Really?
Right. So
Yeah.
he came out to Orlando to work me out. So
Okay.
you had the workouts and stuff before
Yeah.
the draft and stuff like that. So he used to always in contact with me. So the day before the draft, he called me and he was like, "Yeah, if you still there at 24, we're gonna pick you." Well, all the teams tell you that.
Yeah.
So I thought,
Sure.
Yeah.
I listened to it, but it was like, you know what I'm saying? But I knew that Dallas needed a running back.
Okay.
They needed a running back, and they picked at 21. So I thought that's where I was going. So I never thought that I was going to make it to Tennessee at 24.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they come up, they pick they pick a running back, but they didn't pick me.
Who'd they pick?
They picked Felix Jones.
Well, that worked out, huh?
They picked Felix Jones.
He was good though.
He was good,
Yeah.
but you know, you got the better end of that deal, bro. That's pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah, they picked Felix
Yeah, they
Jones,
did.
and then Tennessee and the so they picked me.
Dang.
So I had a kind of idea, so I
Yeah.
wasn't thrown off when I went first round.
Yeah.
But
So let's
Man.
talk about 2009. That's like the special year. So,
Mm.
well, also real quick, you did hold a record at the combine for sprint.
Yeah.
What would you run?
4.24. I held that. It was like 10. I think it was like 10 years.
Hell,
10
for
years.
who's
A guy John Ross.
Oh,
He
right,
ran
right.
like 4.22 or something like that.
That's
yeah.
crazy. That's how fast. Yeah. Did he run track? Yes, he ran track.
No, I would just blink and it would be over.
Yeah.
Like ready,
4.22.
set, go. Like Chris Johnson already finished. I'm like,
That's so cool, man.
Dang.
So that 2009, you're one of 8 players that ran for 2,000 yards,
Right.
and it's a huge accomplishment. But you also set and still currently hold most yards from scrimmage, 2509.
Right.
What was the special sauce that season? Because that's and nobody's I mean, now the offense it's run so with all these running backs and receivers, like it shouldn't be
Yeah.
that hard to break, but nobody's breaking it yet.
Yeah, they haven't. Being that it's kind of turned to a passing league or whatever. But that year it was just special. Like everything was clicking on all cylinders. Being able to play with Vince Young,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So he created that extra threat.
Yep.
And then we had a real good defense that used to get us the ball back a lot. And then
You started out 0 and 6.
0 and 6.
0 and 6,
6,
right?
6,
Yeah.
yeah. And then our offense coordinator, Mike Heimerdinger, he passed away, RP to him, but
Yeah.
he was a great offensive coordinator putting together, and then Jeff Fisher.
Oh,
But the crazy thing about it, the reason why I say Vince Young created the extra threat, because the year before my rookie year, we went 13-3.
Mhm.
Your rookie year, you're like, this NFL is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love winning.
Sure.
Vince Young ended up getting hurt probably like the first or second week of the season. So Kerry Collins ended up coming in, starting that whole year.
Yeah.
So the next year Vince is healthy, but they still let Kerry Collins start.
Yeah.
So he started off, and we started off 0-6. So
So by the time Vince came out, he was like, "Let's
we
go."
we started 0-6. So
Yep.
then they switched it.
That's
Vince
right,
was
yeah.
back to starter. And then, like, out of the last 10, we won 8 out of the last 10. We started 0-6, and then we won 8 out of the last 10 games when Vince came back.
Dang.
Did you? So that year, I know there's a famous game against the Jaguars, right? You and Jones Drew battled. They each had how many yards? Do you remember? Yeah.
We
How's your
both had
brain
over
work when you
200.
look back on this stuff?
Yeah,
Like,
we both had over 200 yards.
yeah,
like,
just
In
battled.
one game.
yeah, one
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
That's like you carrying like 3 to 4 yards every time you touch the ball, bro.
yeah, like,
That is amazing.
So, like, I
Dang.
don't know a lot of sports, so this is always fascinating. But I do understand and appreciate the stats because, like, I don't think people realize, like, just how hard of a job that is at a professional level.
right.
Like, a normal person, they would be killed in that environment. Like, I just think that is
Right.
what's
Immediately.
crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's awesome. So overall, I could talk about your career all day long. But overall, what brought you? Could have stayed. Obviously, you played in New York and then Arizona, but you could have went back to Nashville. That whole city probably still loves you like crazy, and it's a
Right.
cool city. But what brought you back to Orlando ultimately?
Family. All my family here,
Yeah.
kids here, mom, dad, my grandmothers was here, all that. So, and then, like I say, I was away from here for like 14, 15 years.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to come back,
Yeah,
whatever. So
that's awesome. Let's talk about your coffee shop. Tell us about the coffee shop.
yeah, well, just
And why'd you open a coffee
Yeah, what
shop?
made you decide
Oh
to...
man, well when I retired, right? So just the whole transition and part of trying to transition, get into different things or whatever like that. So I ended up going back to school. I ended up going back to school because when I left to go to the draft, I think I had like one semester left to graduate. So I went back to school, and like when I first started, like I was doing online classes, so I'm just sitting at the house on the laptop, like it got real boring.
For sure.
So I'm like, yeah, man, I'm finna start going to different places. Like, so I used to start going like different coffee shops to study and
Oh,
that
yeah.
type of stuff. And I'm just sitting there like, man, this would be dope or whatever. to do
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I tried it.
What did you
so.
end up? Did you end up finishing up in like business or something like that? What did you end up with?
Communication.
in communications?
Broadcast
That's awesome.
communication, Yeah.
So you came up with this new business idea while you were finishing up your degree,
Right.
and so what's your mission statement for the coffee shop? Kind of like, what is it like? I don't know, free range coffee beans. Like free trade. Like what's the kind of jazz there?
No, well, we got the so when I was doing it, I didn't want it. So just imagine Starbucks. You go to Starbucks, it's just you getting the coffee. It ain't really a vibe.
It's an assembly line.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I kind of want to create a vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like you go there, you can eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. You got your coffee.
Yeah.
You got your tea, and we just currently start doing mimosas and wine-based
Okay.
cocktails and stuff like that.
Paul's gonna be there
Yeah.
later on this
Got my
afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just started doing that or whatever, but it was just me transitioning, just trying something.
Just trying to find a space.
Yeah.
What was that, going back a little bit, what was that like retiring from the NFL? Because it's such a weird, like, it's young, right? Like, what's that transition like?
Yeah, it's tough. Because you got to think, anybody like with a regular job, they retire like around 50, 55.
Yeah, that's
You talking about guys like, you have some guys like that's in the league that only play 2-3 years, maybe 4 years.
right.
Mhm.
They retiring at 23, 24 years old.
Right.
Like I was fortunate enough to play 10 years, so I retired at 32, but that's still not a normal
That's young.
age
Yeah.
to retire.
Like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like that, then you home, and then like you used to being from high school to college to the pros, you used to being on the schedule.
Right.
Your whole life is on the schedule. You got this.
Mhm.
So then when you retire, you at the house, you wake up like,
Yeah, that's
What-
got to
what
be
I'm gonna do
mind.
today?
Yeah, what am I gonna
Yeah.
do? I don't have to
That's
train.
yeah, go get something to drink or something. Like
So
Yeah,
do you
for
find
sure.
that those
Yeah.
elements of structure and routine, like in football, helped you with your business?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely helped.
Mhm.
I feel like football in general, it helps you in like your regular life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because it teach you how to work with others. You know what I'm saying? How to make sacrifice. How it's gonna be bumps in the road, and you gotta keep going or whatever. So
Yeah.
it definitely helped me for sure.
How to lose gracefully. I think that's a very sportsmanship, like being able to do your best, and you still kind of come up a little bit short because somebody else did a little bit better. I mean, that's humbling, and
Right.
sports teaches a lot of that. You can't always win, but I mean, you
Right.
can if you're Chris. You know what I'm saying? But,
But you just hold records.
You just hold records, and nobody can
Yeah.
break. But
So, how involved are you in the coffee shop? Are you there a lot? Are you make coffee, or do you just run it? Like, tell us about it.
If I'm like have meetings or something, I go there.
Yeah.
Gonna be like,
Whatever,
you
pretty
go there
much.
for your womlets.
Womlets, yeah. But now we just started this new thing where we do it once a month on Wednesday, where we do like a networking event. Anybody that got a business, no matter what it is, you come and promote your business, bring your business card. We call it the social. So
I
we
like
got
that.
one coming
Yeah.
up on the
We're
17th.
going.
Okay.
You want to go?
One-
Yeah,
one
absolutely.
Coming, 17th this month. So we're doing it once a month. We got the cocktails,
Yeah.
the mimosas, and just mingle and,
Yeah.
promote
Yeah.
your business and network. So,
Yeah.
And this is downtown Claremont, right?
No, it's not downtown Cleveland. It's right off 50.
Okay.
right off of 50.
Yeah, right
Okay.
off 50.
Gotcha.
Are you gonna own more? Or like, what's the ultimate goal in the Orlando community with business ownership?
So right now where I'm at with it, so I'm part owner of the whole entire brand. So we got like 50 stores
Gotcha,
across
gotcha.
everywhere, whatever.
Okay.
So it really don't make sense for me to continue to open up stores.
Mhm.
So,
Right.
I let everybody else
Let them
that.
do it. And you just help invest in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
cool.
help promote it.
And there's an element of
Oh, that's
charity in the store too, right?
Yes, definitely is. So with certain bags of coffee, so the overall owner of the brand, he adopt. So certain percentage from the coffee bags is donated to adopting kids in Ethiopia and stuff like that.
That
So,
is
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's really, really
Yeah,
cool.
so that was one of the reasons why I did get involved with it too, because I did so much charity work in the city. So I'm like, whatever I do business wise, I want to get into something where I can still donate.
It's got to have
part of
that
that.
element.
Yeah, still
Yeah,
have that
definitely.
element. You know what I'm saying? When I seen that element with that coffee shop or whatever like that,
It's
I'm like,
matched,
man,
right?
yeah,
Let's
I
talk
still
about
can do
your
some
your
things.
charity in Orlando.
Mm.
What do you give back? What do you?
Oh,
your
so well,
passions?
we do. We help our at-risk kids, and when we say at-risk, it's a wide variety. Because when I first was starting, I didn't know exactly where I wanted to pinpoint it at. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
if you do at-risk kids, it goes anywhere from feeding the homeless, or it goes from, you know, turkey drives or kids that's not having Christmas. Me and Paul, we did that. We create Christmas for them. We buy everything that they want on their list and stuff like that, because, you know, when I was coming out, it was Christmases where we might get a pair of underwear for Christmas or something like that. So I wanted to, I know how that feeling is coming up on Christmas and have to go outside. Everybody got their toys and stuff like that, and you don't got nothing. So like, I wanted to change kids' lives so they didn't feel that same feeling. So if their parents weren't able to afford what they want on their Christmas list, then we come in and y'all write y'all Christmas list, give it to us, and we try to take care of as many families as we can.
I've noticed that with the NFL, like specifically, y'all got a lot of players that are always very, very dedicated with getting back, giving back, and getting back tapped into your communities. You know, I love that kind. I love that kind of stuff. Now with you kind of coming back here, you said you did your coffee shop, and now you have your coffee shops and other shops and things going elsewhere. What's next? Are you going into crypto?
He has everybody that.
Yeah.
Nobody's
I don't think so. I like cash, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I like cash.
Yeah, it's easier to spend.
Cash rules evering everything around me.
Exactly.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, but I've been into that, and then, you know, just real estate.
Yeah.
Real estate, getting into real estate, doing the Airbnbs out by Disney and stuff like that. So I've really been like really focusing on the real estate. So it's like, not saying the coffee shop is the backseat to it, but I got a general manager there. She runs it, or whatever like that. So I don't have to put all my full energy into it. So I'm really into the real estate right now.
I mean, our market's changing pretty drastically. We see it every day, and I think they're still anticipating more people coming here. 700,000 by 2050. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Are you still involved in like the football scene at all here? Like, what do you speak or do you motivate?
Nah, I don't speak and motivate, but like I do different things with the Titans. So the crazy thing, my brothers, when I got drafted there, I moved them up there with me, and I left, came home. They still live there.
They still live in Nashville?
They still live in Nashville. So
they got season tickets.
Yeah. So I go back all the time, do different things with the organization, different media stuff, broadcasting stuff, like that type of thing. So I'm still tapped in with that or whatever. So, and then my podcast, Smash and Dash podcast.
With Lindell White,
Yeah,
right?
with Lindell White. So we still do that. We shoot every week or whatever like that. So
Are you talking about current NFL stuff?
we talk about everything.
You talk about everything.
Just
Are
life.
you an NFL fan? Do you watch?
You
on
still
Sundays
watch
and stuff?
Yeah.
It's a different game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
football,
it's
though.
changed. It's football though,
It's
but
crazy. Like I watch any type of football. I don't,
Yeah.
like,
Really?
if y'all started a football league, and
You
y'all
just
was out
watch-
here playing
I don't know.
football, I watch.
They'd be like, man, I'm gonna watch
I
these
just
two
want to see
guys.
football.
You know what?
So yeah.
I do think they need to add an element of that into football. Just
Yeah.
one regular
Just
dude,
random.
just as a control.
Yeah.
Just your average Joe. Yeah, he's the punter. He's the field goal
That's
kicker.
right.
That's who he is on every team. Let's be honest. They're like,
So
there's that guy.
now that you're removed from like having this huge NFL career, like you still have a massive passion. I feel like a lot of athletes kind of like that's their former life and they move on, but you still watch it and enjoy it. And love it.
You know, some athletes like, well, when it comes to football, like could be any sports, like when you don't have the career that you wanted to have, or you don't play as long as you want to play, it's hard to watch it.
Yeah.
But when you've done everything that you wanted to do, there's no issue watching it.
Yeah, it's like a good breakup.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like a healthy breakup.
It's like Tom Brady will never have an issue with watching football.
no,
Yeah.
No,
Did
not at all.
everything
probably
he
play
wanted
again
to
next
do.
year.
Yeah,
This
for
rate.
sure.
Right.
Who was
Actually, I'm playing with Tom. Tom, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. I'll see you down in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah. What are some just like some people that are listening that are huge NFL fans? What are some cool story? Like, what's a cool story that you tell a lot that you know what I mean? There's something that was really
Like a
special.
behind the scenes kind of thing.
Yeah,
like
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Let me see what's a good one. What's a good one? I think well, when I first got there, so we have these things called Victory Mondays. So usually practice, usually get one day off a week. It's Tuesday.
Okay.
Usually get off of that. So like once you start winning a couple games, you know what I'm saying? So the first year I come in, we started off 10-0.
Barely practiced.
Yeah. So after like week 2 or 3, like we started having these. It's called Victory Monday. So you play on Sunday, and if you get Victory Monday, you don't have to show up until Wednesday.
Oh, that's awesome.
it's nice.
Yeah, you don't have to show up till Wednesday. So once we started doing Victory Mondays, Vince Young, he used to rent like this big tour bus.
Yeah.
So Monday morning, we'll all go get a workout in on Monday morning.
Yep.
And then we'll go to the tour bus. We all get on the tour bus and
Where'd you
drive
go?
Atlanta.
You go to Atlanta
Yeah.
and just hang out on
great.
Monday night?
Monday night. Yeah.
Roll up Monday nights in hot
But you
Atlanta.
kept
Here we
winning,
go.
so it ain't broke, right?
Yeah, it ain't broke. So we
Man.
staying good in
Victory
Atlanta.
Monday.
Like,
Vince Young, Victory Monday.
yeah.
Are you still good friends with a lot of the
Yeah.
players? Is that a lot
That's
of
great.
your former players?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got a podcast with one as well.
Yeah, with Lindell White. Yeah.
Yep.
So
And he was there before you. He was running back
Yeah,
before you,
yeah,
right?
he was
Yeah.
there for me.
He's a stud, man.
USC
Yeah.
guy, right?
Yeah, USC.
That's right.
Yep. Him and Reggie Bush.
Yep.
That's right.
Let me see what else we got. Do you still have? Is there the Orlando football scene, like high school kids and stuff? Are you still involved in that at all? Like your high school? Do you go there?
Yeah, like Olympia. You ever stop by?
So when football season is in on Friday nights, I go to just different games. I like watching football. But besides that, I got 2 twin boys. They play football, so I be.
that's gotta be.
What?
That's gotta be
Yeah.
interesting for you watching.
Man.
training. And
How old are they? How old are your boys?
They're 10.
They're
Okay.
10? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So this one.
Do you find yourself? I mean, as an NFL, are you you push
Yeah, I'm
them?
hard on
Yeah. How do you do that? Because like you know what
I'm hard
it
on
takes.
them because I know the formula.
Yeah,
Right.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Like when people say, "Okay, this is a dream come true," it's like, how's it a dream? But then when you look at like the Mannings, all of the Mannings
Yeah.
in there,
Mm-hmm. They
It's a
Look at
recipe
the White
for sure.
brothers,
Right.
Yep.
JJ White,
Right.
all of them,
Yep.
Mhm.
all of them in there.
Yep.
They know the formula.
Well,
Yeah,
even
for
just
sure.
like Joey Porter Jr. got drafted.
Yeah.
Who's
They
that?
know the formula.
Who's that dad who has all them sons in the NBA?
You talking about
Oh,
Ball?
the Balls.
Oh,
Yeah,
the Ball.
Somebody's got like
The Ball.
There's a
Yes.
long snapper
Yeah.
family here in Orlando too.
Oh,
They
yeah.
all go to UF, and they,
Oh, for real?
yeah, usually they just said,
Oh.
"Hey, we're gonna be good at this one thing.
Yeah.
We know the recipe, and that's it."
So you're
Right.
teaching the
That's
recipe.
So they
then.
Yeah.
treat that as like a training facility.
But
Like,
what's wild to me, Chris, is like nobody taught you the recipe, right? So
Right,
you had to
no,
create
we
the
didn't know
recipe.
that when we
Yeah.
was coming up. We didn't know
Yep.
that. We
Well,
didn't know
you
that.
created your own recipe.
Yeah,
right? You and your
exactly.
brothers.
Yeah.
So as a young kid, you're just making goals, right?
Yeah, making
Which is
goals
wild.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah. Just wanting to get out of the hood and want to make some money and want to be rich.
Did you go?
Basically.
Yeah.
Would you goal set like one at a time, or would you have series of goals, or did you plan it all out?
It just depends. Like when I was younger, like I knew I wanted to go to the NFL. Like I
Yeah.
want to be a superstar, this
Yep.
and that. But like, as time go, like when you in high school, it's like I want to go D1.
Yeah.
Or Division I.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or I want to go, like my dream school at first it was Miami and then it switched to Texas Longhorns.
I wish you would have went to Miami.
And then that's the crazy thing because my dream school was to go to Texas. That's when Vince was there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when they beat USC in the
Yep.
bowl and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then for me to get drafted to Tennessee, and he's my
Tennessee.
quarterback. And
Well, yeah, 'cause there was a
Lindell
gap.
White is the running back. That's the one of the
Yeah.
biggest college
Yep.
championships like
all
ever.
time.
Man,
Of all
You watched
time.
it, yeah. So yeah, because you weren't like crazy sought after going into college, right?
No.
Which
I only
is
had one
crazy.
D1 offer.
That's
Right.
it.
Yeah, I only
That's
had one
crazy.
D1 offer.
What? That should be illegal.
Yeah. I only had one D1
What?
offer.
Why?
People got
Just-
fired. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people got fired for that.
Yeah. It was crazy. Yeah.
So
Wow,
East
my
Carolina
goodness.
was your offer.
Yeah, East Carolina. Yeah, that was
So
my
what
offer.
did you go visit Texas or did you go visit like?
No,
did
I
they-
didn't. They didn't offer me.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, they didn't offer me. You
Haha.
can only go visit if they offer you.
Really?
Yeah.
So then, what was that change going from like one D1 offer to first round pick? Obviously, work ethic and all that stuff. but-
Yeah, it just helped you keep a chip on your shoulder because
Mm-hmm.
you like, it's crazy because you got one offer and then when you get to college, it might be a player there and they like, I had 10, 20 offers and you like, you had all them offers, you ain't even that good.
Right.
You know what I'm
See
saying?
how fast that was?
Yeah.
So a lot of times it don't be about how good you is. It sometimes be connections. Be sometimes like people actually was able to see you. Like back when we was coming out of high school, it was your coach had to have connections, or he's sending out tapes,
Yeah.
VCR
Yeah.
tapes,
Yeah.
to all over, and like
Wow.
you get all these tapes. It's like these coaches probably not gonna watch.
I don't know that coach.
But
Right.
these days, like a coach can go on YouTube,
Mhm.
they go on your Instagram,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they can research
and they got
easier.
this
Kids are
new
posting their own
app called
tapes. Yeah.
it's called Huddle. So like if I send you a cassette tape, you probably not gonna stick it in the VCR of that. But if I
Right.
send you my Huddle link, you can be riding in the car. You just click on it and be like, let me see
It's a
what
highlight
it is.
reel,
Crazy.
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's a highlight reel, so it's much easier to evaluate the players. You know what I'm saying?
So you think that was the situations that people just didn't know that who
I
you
had
were,
to be
how good you
overlooked.
were?
Yeah, I had to be overlooked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But did that chip ride with you for your
of
whole
course.
career?
Yeah, because
of
you're like,
course.
look what you're missing out on. I'm
Yeah,
going to
look
show
what
you
missing
why.
out.
That.
And then like, because I remember my coach, my high school coach, he tried real hard to get me an offer from USF in Tampa. They wouldn't offer me, and it was so crazy that guess who my first game in college was against USF.
Oh,
Yeah, it was against USF.
So you had a major chip on your shoulder for that.
Yeah, major chip.
Yeah.
So
I ran 377 yards.
yeah, so
first
doing
carry.
all that, and then like going through college doing that, and then like even being one of the best players in college, and then I still went first round, but I was like the 5th running back taken. I feel like I was the best running back, so that just kept.
Who got
a chip
taken in
on my
front of you?
shoulder. Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Rashard Mendenhall, and Jonathan Stewart. So them 4, they went before me. But they all went to bigger schools, like
Right.
Right.
So you
know what
kind of
I'm
always
saying?
had
Oregon,
that
Right,
until
for
you were
sure.
in the
Those are
NFL.
huge name schools.
You talk about McFadden and Felix Jones, they went to Arkansas, that's SEC.
Right.
Mendenhall went to Illinois. I think that's like Big Ten or something like that.
Yes, of
So
course it
that's
is,
big.
man. You know we're Big Ten over in
No.
Illinois. No.
You know what I'm saying? So all the they all went to bigger schools. That don't mean they was better than me. They just went to bigger
Right.
schools.
So that just
and-
made you work
But I
harder.
can
and-
hear
Right.
the chip right now.
Right,
I can
yeah.
too.
Does
That's
that?
great,
Do you
man.
look back at that stuff though and go, "I'm actually glad that it happened that way because I trained a little bit harder. I did this a little bit more."
I'm definitely glad it happened like that
Mhm.
because who's to say if I would have got drafted by any one of those other teams, their offense or play style probably didn't fit my style. I probably wouldn't have rushed 2,000 yards.
Right.
Or
Right.
if I would have came out of high school and went to one of those big
Texas.
schools,
Yeah.
who's to say I probably would have worked as hard as I
Yeah. Do you think
had to work,
sometimes
like-
kids get put on like Alabama and they're like, "Man, I've
Right.
already made it. I'm already
Right.
on."
It happens
you know,
like that
the
a
best
lot.
team in the
Yeah,
land,
it happens
so,
like
yeah.
that a lot. And then sometimes you go to those big schools, sometimes you have to wait 2-3 years before you get on the
You
field.
get to
Like,
play.
Yeah.
I went to East Carolina and I started my first year.
Here's,
So,
here's the ball.
Mhm.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Yeah.
everything happened for a reason.
For a
It's
reason.
God,
Yeah,
man.
that's so
Yep,
cool.
for sure.
What a great
Yeah,
story.
it's
For
God.
sure.
Yeah.
We have to wrap up.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I know it goes by
Quick.
fast. I told you.
It
Yeah.
does.
How can we find you in your coffee shop? Give us like your handle and
listeners.
everything, that kind of thing.
If you want to find me, just go to Chris Johnson 28 on Instagram. So that's Chris Johnson TWO8 on Instagram, and I shoot everything through there.
All right. Fill it out. One more question. Can you still run fast?
I don't know. I don't have to.
I feel like
I always
have
wonder
to.
that with
I don't have
former
to.
athletes. I'm like,
I don't have to.
Okay, hold on. Follow up question. Will you race your sons when they get to that age where they're like, I can beat you in a race?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. That's why I still train right now.
you
they're
run with them
gonna
now
start
sometimes,
testing.
and you're like, "Damn, they're getting fast."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
My son tests.
Yeah.
My
fast,
son
yeah.
will test his strength every day on me.
Yeah.
He'll
Yeah.
punch me in the face
Physical.
and
They're
be
gonna
like,
try
"Does that
it. They're gonna try it. So
Yeah.
yeah. The older
they
they
good?
get,
They're gonna be
try-
good?
Yeah,
Your
they're
sons
gonna
are
be
gonna be
good. Yeah, they're gonna be
Cool,
good.
man.
what high school are they going to go to?
I don't know yet.
Yeah. Do you want them to have a similar path to you, or would you want them to maybe?
Nah, I want them to go to the big deep one.
Big one.
Yeah, get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
the reason why I feel like it wouldn't be a difference if they go big, because I know the formula and I'm instilling hard work in
Yeah.
them.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
And like,
Do you think they appreciate that?
you know, they kids now.
I know.
They won't
Yeah.
probably
They
appreciate it.
They're going to
till
be
they look
sitting
back.
on a
right.
podcast
Like,
30
once
years
they
from
go to
now.
school-
They fight on everything.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
once they go to school or get probably 11th, 12th grade or
Oh.
maybe in high school, then they'll look back and see it
Yep.
and understand it.
They'll
But
see
right
what
now,
other
They're gonna be
kids
like,
are
"How many
not
times have you
doing."
been in the
Yeah.
NFL?" That's right. None.
yeah,
For
Let
sure.
me get
you
you
that.
that. Don't understand.
Oh, I
it
can't
now,
wait to
but-
follow
Dude,
that.
congratulations on the grind, man. Thank
Yeah,
you for
man.
putting
Yeah,
Orlando on
thank
the
you.
map. Thank you so much for being here today, man.
Yeah,
This
Thank
is
you,
an
man.
honor.
Thanks for coming back to Orlando.
Thank you.
Yeah,
man.
hell
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
This
We're happy to have
community.
you here, man.
Yeah.
And for all the charity work that you do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Paul, thanks for being a guest host.
Yeah.
That's more impressive, to be honest. Than
I
his,
thought
than
so.
his
I mean, I
scrimmage
was just-
yards.
Did
I
you-
was
I
at
just- you were
first
so
and I was like,
casual.
what am I-
Did you
yeah,
get your
I
beard
mean,
trimmed recently?
I did.
It
Yeah,
looks
you
good.
did.
Yeah.
Before that.
Right before you came, you look good.
100%.
You look
yeah.
good, Paul.
Yeah.
Look
Appreciate that,
snazzy.
guys.
Hell yeah.
That's exactly how I wanted to end this. So, perfect. So,
Paul's beard.
thanks, guys.
Hell yeah. That's it. All right, that's it.
Cool, man.
Thank you.